How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be jumping into the newest Super Impact, and it is for Danzo himself, the Izanagi god, and that's because he can use it so many times. And we're going to be jumping into it. This is something we've known about for like about 2 weeks now, and with us getting the New Year's units last week, this is the New Year's Super Impact. So we're going to be jumping into it, and I really want to get out the way first in saying that I'm going to be using at least one extra effect unit for this. I know that usually I try to do it. If you guys have been watching my Super Impacts for quite a while, you know I usually do the first run without any extra effect units. So I'm sorry if you don't like that and you don't find this helpful. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm using an extra effect unit. I don't care, because this raid, first of all, is not worth the struggle of not taking an extra effect. I'm not saying it's impossible. Every blazing raid, it's possible to do it without the blazing festival units, but they make it in a way so that it's just not fun otherwise. And normally I even go that route still, because the fun, yeah, of course it's important, but I really want to use a unit that makes it even more fun. And this Danzo is really trash, so it's not worth grinding. If you don't have Itachi or Sasuke, don't spend your pearls on it just for Danzo. Get the units if you want them, but don't do it for this raid, because this Super Impact's trash. It's really difficult, and the Danzo himself is a garbage unit. So without further rambling, I just wanted to get that out the way. I am using an extra effect unit. Let's get into talking about the Super Impact. So of course it is SS rank, and the boss is Danzo, and he's a heart type, so you already know we're gonna be taking Sasuke. I don't have Itachi, so that's the one I have. And the status elements that you really need to worry about, especially on the third map, are the immobilization field. It's not really like immobilization, you guys know what it is. It's where they put you in like that little bubble where you can't move away from him, which is really annoying, but there is that. There is chakra sealing and switch sealing, which are very, very annoying. Now, if you have the first ability for either of the extra effect units in that, chakra sealing is not going to be that big of a deal, and they do have switch sealing resistance, so that's good as well. And bringing Sasuke or Itachi, of course, are going to be the extra effects for these, and they gives you 3 times health and a 2 times strength boost for both of the units. The ninjutsu, both of them get a 3 times damage, and they're both AoE on their first ninjutsu, but Itachi's lasts for 2 times longer at a total of 10 turns. And although Sasuke's doesn't last any longer, it goes from 2,000 damage every turn to 25,000 damage every turn, which is crazy. So that Amaterasu is actually going to be smacking on this raid. So there is that. And then the field skill and buddy skill for both of them just get a 50 to 70% increase on the field skill, and the buddy skill gets a 70% boost respectively for both units. And then when it comes to the secret technique, they both get a 3 times damage boost similarly to their ninjutsu, and they're all at 100% status. So this time their ultimates are going to be doing 100% rather than anything else. So that's very good, of course. These extra effect units are really good for this raid, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So this is the team I'm going to be taking. It does have one extra effect unit, and that is my Sasuke, and 2 Final Valley Naruto is a friend unit in mine, just so we can get through that second map very easily, and then Obito's there for the heals. Now, I do have nuking units capable right there, just because it's going to make it easier on me. You obviously don't need them, but this raid is really annoying, even with one extra effect unit, especially one that doesn't have any dupes. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this, and it'll just make it so much easier for me. Alright, so for the first map, we have the 5 Kage here, excluding Danzo, and this is during the 5 Kage Summit venue, which is really cool, because I don't think we've had a location like this in the game yet for the 5 Kage, so that's pretty cool. And then we have Danzo later on. So what I like to go ahead and do is use the Amaterasu right here just to take out these two, because it does so much damage, and on top of that, the 25k damage that it does for 6 turns means anybody standing near there will die instantaneously. But we don't want to do that right now, so what I'm going to just go ahead and do is, let's see, I think I'm just going to hit them, or no, I just hit Onoki. There are no status elements for this map, but still, it is kind of annoying, so you need to watch out and spread out, because they are AoE. Well, at least when it comes to Onoki, it is. That's why I'm going to go ahead and kill him off first. But even more than that, another thing is there are no status elements on this map, but on the second map there is, and I didn't touch on them because they're not important. The second map's so easy that you don't really need to worry about it. And when it comes to the actual third map, that's the most important map. The second map has immobilization and slip damage, but it doesn't last for too long, so it's not that big of a deal. And the third map is the really hard one, because it has so many status moments that last for long. But alright, I'm gonna go ahead and boost up my Sasuke and then we'll move on to the second map. Alright, so my Sasuke is 150% boosted, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just leave him out right here. We need to kill off with this second row, so I'll go ahead and just use a jutsu just to make it safe. And that's for a very good reason. We're gonna kill off with this second row, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the second map with the third row active. That way I can go ahead and just one shot and then one shot. So this raid's really easy, of course, but I am using extra effect units. But even without the extra effect units, the first two maps are easy. The third one's just the most annoying. So let's go ahead and just take advantage of this right here. And he has the skill type right here. And on the last map, he does switch his typing from heart to skill back and forth. But as you can see right there, you can just one-shot him with a Final Valley Naruto that has no attack boost at all. So it's extremely easy. It has to be a max limit broken one though, and you have to take advantage of the other one. But it's pretty easy. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my boy Sasuke here now. He is 150% boosted. I think I'm just gonna move up here just in case he survives for whatever reason. But what's really good is when this man uses Izanagi to try to heal himself, Sasuke has the damage to help to damage conversion, so it's not going to. But this should definitely one shot for sure. There we go, 938k, almost a million damage on that Danzo right there, and that takes care of the raid. I did it within like 3 minutes. It wasn't hard at all, but that's because of course I was using an extra effect unit. But like I said, it's really not worth doing this raid any other way because he's not worth it, and it's so very annoying. So there we go, Sasuke went ahead and smacked that man Danzo. So that was pretty good. I wanted to see how much he would do on the raid with a 150% boost, so that's pretty cool. Obviously if you put him with a body attack boost unit, then he will get the 1 million mark, but it's all good because we just went ahead and smacked him. And I kind of had to do it that way because, man, Danzo did my boy Sasuke wrong, so I had to go ahead and just smack him real quick with that. So he didn't even get a chance to use Izanagi, but if he would have, it wouldn't have been a big deal because obviously the health to damage helps a lot. So that's gonna be it for the video. I'm sorry if you guys didn't find this helpful because it is a super impact mission where I actually, you know, just took an extra effect unit, and I never do that for the first time I do the mission, but this super impact's just not worth it. It's not. Danzo is a horrible unit, so I don't recommend you sit there and grind it unless you have the New Year's units. You don't need to boost them up, of course. I just wanted to do it for video's sake. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.